Hey there, fellow readers. Mrs. Weidman here, and today we're going to be talking about Sky Raiders. And Sky Raiders is the first book in a 5-book fantasy series called The Five Kingdoms by Brandon Mull. So this book starts off with our main character, Cole, right? And Cole is in middle school, and he's super excited because it's actually Halloween, and he loves Halloween, right? And even though he's in middle school, his best friend still really wants Cole to just go out and go trick or treating, right? And get a whole bunch of free candy because who doesn't love free candy? Right. Well, Cole actually convinces his friend, like, hey, we'll do some trick or treating, but then we've got to meet up with this other group of middle school kids. And we're going to go to the creepiest, most haunted house in all of Mesa, Arizona. And his friend's like, okay, yeah, like whatever, how crazy and how creepy could it be? But he's kind of secretly a little bit terrified, right? And when Cole shows up at the haunted house, he's like, man, these people that live here did a great job, even though nobody really knows who they are, right? This house looks awesome, and we should totally go inside and experience the alley, which is like the creepiest part of the whole haunted house. Right, so Cole and his group of friends go into this house. They get put into the basement. And then when they're in the basement, they hear the lock of the basement door clicking behind them. And his friend freaks out. He's like, oh my gosh, like we're going to be kidnapped. This is terrifying. And Cole's like, dude, calm down. It's just a haunted house. You're losing your mind. Well, Cole should have listened to his friend. Because what happens when the kids go down into the basement? There's all these creepy adults, some of them who don't quite look fully human, lurking about, right? And they're saying all these cryptic, creepy, terrifying things to scare the children, which is working, right? And then at the very end, they say, we don't know why you think this is a joke. This isn't a haunted house. Everything that you see around you is real, and you all are being kidnapped. So they take all of these kids down into this creepy sewer grate in the floor, right? And they end up in this magical place. They go through this portal to this magical place called the Outskirts. And in the Outskirts, pretty much anything you want to happen can happen, right? And all these crazy things that Earth no longer supports, like slavery, exist. Right, so Cole and his friends are basically taken into a life of slavery, and they're forced to kind of endure this new magical realm where people and the environment and all these other crazy things are literally trying to kill them. Well, unfortunately, Cole and his friends get separated. Cole gets sold to a group of people called the Sky Raiders who go and raid different sky castles, which is super awesome and incredible world building. But throughout the whole book, he's really trying to find a way to save his friends from a life of slavery because he blames himself for taking them to the haunted house and for ending them up in this crazy place called the Outskirts. So if you're a fan of fantasy, if you love high action books where there's never really a dull moment, then I highly recommend Sky Raiders by Brandon Mull as a great next read for you. I'll see y'all online soon.